We'll actually start today with a little story about yesterday. So, I wanted to start yesterday's vlog with a little bit of the morning routine, a little bit of stuff in the morning in the kitchen, and then transitioning to driving in the car with the commute, having a little bit of time to actually sit and talk for 15-20 minutes while we while we get to where we need to be. Excuse me. Should we keep that in? I don't know, whatever. And so going through all of that for the first time, had no idea what was going on, and filmed some stuff during the day, during lunchtime, filmed my main couple of segments for the episode, which was supposed to be about something completely different, which I think I'll talk about today. But it turns out all of the footage had no sound on it, okay? That's fine. That was actually highlighted in yesterday's video. However, this is where it gets screwy and slightly ironic. So yesterday's episode ended up becoming about failure. And I get to about 11:30 p.m. last night, and I'm about to hit export on the editing software. And all of a sudden, it closes by itself. And it's gone. It's not an open app on my dashboard anymore. I frantically kind of scramble to see what we can do to get it going, and nothing. It's 11:30. I'm tired. It's my actual first real episode aside from that first trailer, and it's gone. So I cursed the world for about 30 seconds, and then after that I exhaled and I started over. Cut to about half the time. Took about another hour, maybe hour and a half. Finally got to bed roughly around 1:30, and you should check it out. Link right here. But other than that, it was definitely a great learning experience. Never again will that happen. I'm always going to be checking my footage, and here on the GoPro, I know for a fact that the audio is going to be working, so at the very least, I can depend on you. Oh, but before I do anything, need some fuel. Starbucks. So today, I figured we'd try take 2 on yesterday's topic, which I wanted to be on time management. And I'd love to be able to talk about that, but I need 2 things. 1, I need a quiet place to sit down, and 2, I need some writing materials. So let's take care of number 2 first, then we'll find number 1. Now that we found a quiet-ish place to talk, let's talk a little bit about time management, shall we? But before we get to that, we'll have to change the perspective up a little bit. So as far as we know, there are 24 hours in a day, right? that'll be one day. That'll be the end of one day and the beginning of that day. Work takes up probably the biggest part of my day. Normal work hours actually run all the way from 9 to 6. However, it takes about a half hour to get there, half hour to come back, so let's call it even 6:30. Okay? And that's going to be work. Family time probably takes up the next biggest chunk. Let's just say I get up at 6 o'clock every single day, and between 6 and when I get to work, that should take us to about right over here. That big of a chunk right here. That's going to include time to drop the baby off at daycare, get ready in the morning, spend even just a few moments with Samantha, and that includes my morning commute. Family time at the end of the day is very, very important as well. I would say from the moment I get home, about 6:30, 6:25, till about 10:30 when Samantha goes to bed, because the baby will already be in bed by about 8:30, 9 o'clock, should take us to about here. And if I actually decide that I want to sleep at all and even get about 6 hours, that would take us from 12 all the way to about 6 p.m. there, and that's that block right here. What does that leave us with? That leaves us with about a sliver of time right here. It's 90 minutes at the end of the day to be able to devote to this. Now, I want to put forth my best effort to get this done and to do this as best as I can throughout the entire year. So I have a feeling I'm probably going to have to steal from this portion right here to be able to devote some time to doing that. And last night I already did. I think I bled into this area about this much last night because of the horrible snafu with the editing software. But again, lesson learned, lesson taken very much to heart, and hopefully I won't have to dip into this pool too often, but that's 90 minutes. 90 minutes to get this done. So what that means is somewhere in here I have to find creative ways to actually film. I do find a little bit of time in my morning commute here to film. Right now I'm actually in this little area right here. Luckily I didn't have to eat during my lunch hour, and so that's allowing us to do this. But for the most part, I'm gonna have to get really, really creative and be better about really making the most of my time, which means during this time here, really spending time and being present with the family. During this time right here, really getting some good sleep, because I'm gonna need that rest. And during this part here, I really don't have any control over that because I clock in, clock out, and that is completely out of my control. So really it's a matter of making the most of the moments that I have. But if anyone has come up with a way to find more hours in the day, please leave a comment below. Otherwise, this is what I have to work with. So what are the lessons I'm taking away from this? I cannot waste time. Time is more precious than ever, especially if I want to do my best and actually get this done the way I want it to. I cannot waste any free moments. They have to be devoted to this, or my family, or my work. And if it's not devoted to one of those three things, or sleeping, then it's a waste of my time.
and I'm gonna have to cut out a few things. I'm not gonna cut people out because people are very much important to me, but I'm sure there is a thing or two that I could probably cut out of my time that I could use to devote to making myself better, devoting time and resources to this vlog, learning more about video production, learning more about editing, learning more about photography, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I think over the next few weeks, once I find that groove in my schedule, I think I'll be able to find what it is I'm looking for.